Welcome
to Scratch TV's Scratch Chat. On this month's episode, we take you to places around Birmingham to show you the free bus service the BCU SU are now providing, and to show you events happening such as the dance societies working together.
But first, the BCU SU are now providing a free bus service between campuses for societies.
For example, if you are based at the City North campus studying business, but really want to travel to the city centre campus for a society, then you would not have to even pay a penny for transport to travel between places.
Just remember to book your place on the bus before you decide to travel. All details of how to do so are on the BCU SU website, which is now on the bottom of your screen.
On the 6th of February, the dance societies at BCU collaborated in Millennium Point to put on a show called The Consequence of Sound.
The societies involved were Bollywood Fusion, Contemporary, Hip Hop and the Breakdancing Society. We were there at the show to capture all the moments, and here's a glimpse.
We are now joined by the members in the studio to talk more about the event. So girls, how did the event go and what inspired you to put on this event?
Oh, it went actually really successful. We actually sold out like all our tickets, to be honest, within how many, like probably within 2 weeks. It was very successful. We didn't even realise like how many people would want to attend.
Did you charge for the tickets at all, or?
Yeah, it was a reasonable price. We were saying like £4 in advance and £6 on the door. So like, you know, it's 50% more on the door. But
Yeah,
it's
breaking that money.
Yeah, and it's still student price, so you know it's still affordable, so it's not too expensive.
Cool.
But yeah, it was really good. What inspired us to do it is that we really wanted to show everyone in the BCU like that there are dance societies going on. There are like many ways that you can get into it, and we really wanted to put on a show for like Millennium Point, because we put on a show on in
Lounge North last year, yeah. And
Yeah.
that was pretty successful as well, so we thought we're going to have new material this year, so why not show it?
Okay. So, what inspired you to come up with the name for the event?
It's actually a song title,
Oh.
and we just thought that
From
It's-
from where? From? Like,
It was well, we were just searching on YouTube. I think it was Jens who actually came up with it. And I think he was just searching through, and then in comes like this YouTube name, song title, and I'm just like, oh, okay, let's choose that one. Because originally we had a different plan, you see, and we were going to work through like different consequences. So, you know, like say for example, like pollution or education or industry and stuff. So we thought, okay, why don't we just keep it simple and just keep one theme? So yeah, we just decided we'll just go with that.
perfect, girls. And what about collaborating with other dancers? So I saw a bit of Bollywood, I saw a bit of, it was all beautiful.
All colourful.
Yeah, well, because the societies, we don't have that many performers, and that's probably why it just made sense that you get everyone together, and then it would be like because we're all doing the same thing, and it would just be a good way to
Good way,
show.
yeah, to get everyone together.
Yeah.
So, did you find it difficult dancing with the headphones on?
Oh God, yes, it was. It was an absolute nightmare. Like when you spin, it came like awkward position, so you never feel like comfortable. And like of course with the contemporary, like because they were doing like little flips and like little handstands, and like people were picking up each other. Like, you know,
It did fall off at one point when
Yeah.
Bollywood was doing
Yeah.
spins, and it just fell
How
off.
did they just continue with it? Or
Yes, he was very professional with it.
perfect.
it was amazing.
Because you can't hear the music without.
Not
So
at
it's
all.
basically freestyle, isn't
Yeah,
it?
like even in the beginning, I made a mistake, and like my headphones were totally off, and apparently the music came on 3 times, and I didn't even know. And everyone in the audience were like looking at me, and I was like, silence.
And what exactly were you dancing to? Is there a specific genre that you specifically dance to?
I dance well because I'm the teacher or coach of the Hip Hop Society.
Ah, right.
So yeah, like I only danced to hip hop, whereas Edith did the contemporary. Well, she choreographed the contemporary while she was doing everything else. And then yeah, different people did different styles specifically. There was only a couple people who was just cross, but yeah, it's not too bad.
And what about for the future? Is this something you're going to continue, or?
Well, since we are both third-year students now, so we can't really make
We don't have
that.
time. We don't have time for that now.
Nobody got time for that.
Next year, so
Train your
we're just
your
gonna-
apprentices.
yeah, encourage them. This is actually
Yeah.
really cool. So
Yeah, we want to show them that there are more opportunities, and like you can do everything within dance. Like you can create your own event, you can do charities, you can do different shows. Like we had a show yesterday, and that was offered to us.
Busy. Wow.
Yeah, so like it keeps you ongoing really, and then like at least it gives you more contacts, and more in the future, like it just raises more what's the word, representation for yourself.
It's
So
all about contacts, who you know.
yeah, exactly. And it's more like we are trying to encourage like in the future to create like a big dance group. Like we were trying to merge them all together instead of keeping them separate, and then people can try out different classes.
Yeah.
then
Instead
it
of going,
makes
because
it
we're all 3 separate campuses, aren't we?
Yeah,
so it's hard to
exactly.
get free bus service as well.
So that will help. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do in the future, like trying to merge everyone together now. So
Perfect. Thanks, girls, for talking to us there.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
A recently new dessert lounge has opened a short 5-minute walk away from BCU City Centre campus, called Dolce.
Sounds nice, Chloe. So we went to see just how sweet it really was. Take a look.
Dolce basically came to me one day when I was sitting and I was deciding a theme for my place. We decided to go for an Italian theme. So me and my business partner Mariam, we said let's go for an Italian dessert coffee theme. And then I thought, okay, and Dolce basically means sweet in Italian. For several years now, I've been wanting to open up my own business, and that's always been my passion. And I was researching all over Birmingham. I thought city centre lacks sweet dessert places. So before that, there was no dessert places in Birmingham. And I saw there's a place in the market. When I went to Rome, coffee was the best. When I went to Paris, crepes were the best. We're about to release crepes soon as well. But before I bring it in-house, I want to perfect it. Waffles as a dessert, they weren't accepted in Birmingham. These were first initially created for the royals, because these waffles are made with pearl sugar in them. So as we bake them in-house, the pearl sugar caramelizes the waffle. That's why you can have the waffle on its own. And that's why they taste so fresh and so rich. And I used to go out there looking for this kind of stuff and I could never have it. But hopefully we want to franchise and we want to have several branches all over the UK. From scrubbing the floors, cleaning the toilet, to being behind the counter, to talking to my customers, to talking to you. I love every aspect of it.
Finally, we went round the city centre campus to see about your favourite things about BCUR.
Let's see what your responses were.
My favourite thing about BCU is the new technology and software available to me, as I really enjoy using the professional equipment.
My favourite thing about BCU is how independent I've become since coming to university. I've learned how to do my own cooking and washing and my work on time and setting myself deadlines for my work.
My favourite thing about BCU is probably the new parks that are building and the technology it has to offer.
My favourite thing about BCU is all the new people I've met so far, Scratch TV and the Random Men.
My favourite thing about BCU is meeting new people.
My favourite thing about BCU is all the new friends I've made.
My favourite thing about BCU is my evil twin.
My favourite thing about BCU is the different people I've met on my course and societies.
It's the amount of support I can get from my lecturers throughout all my coursework.
My favourite thing about BCU is the community feel.
I agree.
Events like today bring people together and you see all different communities from within BCU, whether it's BSA, Millennium Point, Parkside, you know, everyone just comes together and we all work as one.
My favourite thing about BCU is my course. I'm studying media and communications and it's great.
The collaboration of all the different types of students from differing backgrounds, differing cultures, communities and countries that we have. Over 25,000 students that we do have, it is good to see them all come together. In my opinion, that's the best thing about BCU.
I like how we have the opportunity to set up stalls and give out free sweets.
I'm part of Birmingham School of Acting, and my favourite thing is that it's really professional and we get a really amazing high class of education.
This month, we've got our Swedish vlogger Jens joining us about the views on lad culture. So Chloe, have you ever done a neck nomination?
No, I haven't, and I don't plan on doing one either. What about you, Natalie?
I've been tempted, Chloe, I'm not going to lie, I've been tempted. But I've been a good girl and no, it's not been for me this time. Let's have a look what Jens has got to say about this.
Can't wait for all the sports teams to hate me. What's up everyone, I'm Jens and I'm probably your least favourite Swedish export. If you're the proud owner of an electronic device with access to Wi-Fi as well as a pair of semi-functioning eyes, you've probably seen videos like this pop up all over your Facebook feeds. I'd like to thank Scratch for nominating me to do this because I have absolutely no free will and will conform to stupidity just to prove that I have a penis, and by subjecting myself to something really gross and stupid I hope to prove that it is in fact longer than your average penis. So for my next nomination, I'll be taking 2 shots of vodka, then I'll be mixing this beer that's been in our fridge for the better part of a year now with ketchup and mustard. To finish off, I will then pour olive oil all over my body, set myself on fire, and jump out of that window. I f***ing hate you, Scratch, for making me do this, but I have absolutely zero self-respect and would rather put my own health and well-being at risk than being called a pussy by my fellow lads. So, cheers. Next nominations, or as I'd like to call them, the stupidest thing to spawn from the internet since the condom challenge and that one girl that decided to suck her own period blood out of a tampon. But can really be surprised that something so stupid, gross and potentially dangerous so quickly got ingrained in the so-called lad culture. I mean, lad culture is already sexist, homophobic, racist and ignorant in general, so why don't we just top it off with some extra stupidity and harmful behaviour? And who knows, if I had enough negative attributes to the connotation of lad culture, maybe they'll all just cancel each other out and create something wonderful. But hey, while neknominations are stupid, it seems like the magic that enchanted people into liking and creating these videos is fading away. And it only required like 3 people to die before that happened, so... And for all of you that did create a neknomination video, I hope that you finally won your parents' approval and that downing a pint of gross alcoholic shit is going to look really impressive on your CV. Please let us know in the comments below how you feel about neknominations, even if you completely disagree with mine saying that they're stupid as hell. Because this is a free country and you are entitled to your wrong opinion. That's all for me for this time, but if you want more you can head over to youtube.com/JensofSweden where I upload videos every other week. Back to the studio.
Well, that's definitely one way to look at it, Chloe.
Say whatever you want, I completely agree with Jens.
I think so too.
Let us know what your thoughts about this are by tweeting us at ScratchTVBCU or comment in the section below.
In the meantime, like us on Facebook at Scratch TV to keep updated on all things BCU.
We'll see you next month.
Bye!